Welcome back to Building a Zoo on the Omegaminecraft server. And today I'm going to show you how to almost kind of catch a zebra. I was doing this pretty much before I even thought about, are you able to craft a lead? I was told leads actually help with this, but the issue with it is, of course, this server doesn't have all the normal things you would normally basically ways to obtain certain resources. So there's not going to be a bunch of traders or anything that I can just get those leads from. You can craft them though, but of course I had to purchase the slime balls on here. These guys were just such a pain, but I did get the leads eventually after I had to buy the slime balls. I don't think slime actually spawn in the world anyway, so I didn't really have much of a choice on that, which is a little unfortunate because there's certain things you can just do and then you'll be done with it. But it is what it is. It's one of those types of servers. They just wouldn't get in. They just wouldn't. But I gave up as a whole on that. After this, I even hit it thinking, hey, let me just let it run into it. Nope, it's just going to start trying to attack me. Now, it does forget you pretty quick, though. Like, you don't have to go too far away, and it just will stop trying to attack you, which was fortunate. But there was something else I wanted as well. I wanted a snow leopard. I still don't have a snow leopard, and I looked and looked and looked. This is just around me, though. I didn't take as long to look for this as I did for the lions, or the dry biomes for that matter. And I know I'm close enough for some. I'm just kind of unfortunately not there when they're spawning. I even went to the top of this mountain here because of course it's mountainous. I was being patient enough. I can't remember what the actual clearing time is for the entities. Basically when all the mobs that are not tagged or tamed, I believe it's tagged and or tamed, not both. So it didn't happen. I really miss ender pearls. I actually had to get ender pearls off of somebody, which she was really nice about it. She just gave me some because she had a farm. Not sure what she had to do to get that farm, but I know I couldn't get them from endermen because endermen don't spawn anywhere in the world at all. So I get back. I'm going to place these nice, beautiful giraffes that won't attack me. That's a pretty color. I assume I got enough of the variants. These weren't all the ones I collected, by the way. See, that was the first set, and then there was more. These giraffes are the only mob that I have, animal that I have that I know of, that will wander the entire exhibit eventually. Zebras don't. They kind of sit in this area, which is great. That's one of those. When I've been to zoos, you basically just see them certain places. Sometimes they're close, usually not, though. That's kind of what the view I was getting for that. But these lions were a pain. I just put the other male in there. I put his cage in the glass there, and thought maybe this will work. Nope, he just tried killing himself in the wall. I didn't want to put two males in there, but I just put them in there because that's what I had at the time. I did catch some more females later, though. But one thing I'm running out of is iron. And what did I use them for? To be honest with you, what did I use them for? Oh, fencing. I used them for new anvils and capture cages. There was something else I was using them for as well, too. What was it? I don't remember. Anyway, I get to smelting as I go. Like, I'll mine for some. I don't really even need the stone right now, but I was adding it and adding it. So I added this right here. That was a weird clip right there. I see it in the recording, but I'm going to leave it in there because I'm not going to change it. I think it was my cord. I started on this nice, beautiful bug exhibit, not knowing what or will this even work. Now that I'm looking at it, it probably would have worked if I would have placed these correctly like this. Pro tip, as much as I've done this already, the glass is there. You just have to kind of see. There it is. Place it on the outsides of the trap doors, or the block away from the block you're trying to block, if that makes sense. See what's blocking me? I have to move that piece of glass I just pointed at off of this dirt block or peat block onto the back side of the trapdoor block. Eventually I got it, and then I'm trying to safely name this tarantula. Problem with it is, that doesn't make any sense still to me. I can't name tag it, but I can place a torch. Weird, weird, weird. And then I tried placing it, and that didn't go well. It just, I didn't know they climb like that. And it's not a good time. I think the biggest issue is I can get away before it kills me, but I think the biggest issue is the damage the net takes or placing takes. Of course, don't shift click on them like that you will pick them up, because you will kill them. They do not have much health. Eventually I get some in. Let's just say I killed a few bugs, a few tarantulas. I think I killed a praying mantis at one point too. One of the pretty ones too. But I have to wait. Now they don't want to spawn. I'm sorry, I am still just waking up. But this is about the only time I have. But I get them in there with the lids on. I was afraid for the trapdoors on the top, but if I used a half slab, it was just pretty ugly. Then my giraffes decided to figure out that they were acrobats, and they started climbing. Not sure how they got up there. Good thing they're not biters, because they would have definitely been out. For some reason, they figured out how to climb. Well, one of them did, and I guess they all followed suit. I think I want to take down like two bushes. That's why it's unfortunate there's certain things you can just decorate with, and some things you cannot. But they're all just hanging out in that one spot. Get them all back down, and I start with placing some more decoration around here. I'm trying to transition into green, into the yellows and all the browns, because it is bright, but I still want green. I like green on everything. Green on everything. Even in vanilla. I looked at it in just with no shaders. It looked okay. But this is what I have so far in this exhibit. I want one in the back, one in the front. That's why you see that giant space. But there's always that should I have more and should I have less sort of thing. You want to be able to just walk around and see without breaking or bumping into people or things. So my next exhibit, though, I was going to build a building like that, but then I got to thinking I wanted more like splashes of color themes. So I went with this cherry blossom. I think I got it right. Cherry blossom tree. It's not the wood I wanted. It was the leaves. I wanted the leaves because it'll bring some color into the exhibit. This exhibit actually turned out nice to me with the variety of colors I used. I think it turned out pretty well. Of course, it's a butterfly exhibit, if I didn't say that. And I'm going to put a bird perch in the middle because I'm going to put a macaw in there as well. It's very odd how I actually did this. I'm going to say that. I'm thinking about it now, and I didn't know what I wanted in regards to even the shape of this thing. You can see, if you didn't see it before, I changed the shape once of the whole thing. And then this willow, I love this green. It's like a nice, warm, beautiful green. Then, of course, the corners. Always thinking about putting something in the corners to basically solidify the building. But I wanted big open windows. So this is kind of how I went about it, is planted the trees. Wasn't sure if they're going to grow because of what's around it, but it did. It grew into the corners. Where did I get that idea from? I was doing something else. What was I doing? It could have been on the other world, question mark? No? I'm just, my train of thought's gone. I'm trying to remember where I get the idea for the glass and then basically building around the leaves. Like that, you see that? How I built around the leaves. But eventually I got it shut. Everything's in. Cypress, I think, is one of my woods I use for here. Trying to name these things. I am very cautious about hitting these because these butterflies will die. And then I'm placing them. I don't know how many I put in here. I think I killed at least. I'm sorry. I didn't kill the ones that died in here. The butterflies. What killed them, interesting enough, were these trapdoors. I wanted it to like have the doors similar, but they keep going straight into the trapdoors and dying like that. Whatever reason, that suffocation is the thing, and they keep flying into it. So I just put whatever I had on me so no more died as a whole. This exhibit went up pretty fast, actually. And I think my next exhibits I'm going to be working on is the flamingo, box turtle. Let me think, what else did I have? Hornbill. And I feel like I had another bird, but for the life of me, I can't remember. But anyway, it's macaw's in, and these butterflies stay at the top. I may have to move some leaves down just so you can see them down here, or just add more. I think I might move some leaves down. I even added some branches just in case the macaw wanted to kind of go up there as well. But I think it turned out pretty well, and progress is coming. It all depends on how much I can get done. Usually it's my hands. My carpal tunnel in my hands are just murderous right now, but I am trying. Like, it's going. I haven't lost motivation at all between this and the other server I play on. I think it's doing, my zoo's going to do some justice for itself. I think so. But I hope that you enjoyed, and thank you for watching.